Hey everyone, welcome to Homes for Beginners, where I show you how to do repairs around the house yourself. In this video here, I'll be showing you how to protect the underside of your vehicle from rust. For this example, I'm using a Toyota Tacoma. If you are located in an area that experiences all seasons and is exposed to salt, this is a great way to ensure your vehicle has a long life. This can be done in your driveway with minimal tools, however I would recommend spraying it in an area where it doesn't matter if you get any spray on the ground. For this, you will need safety glasses, a respirator, and latex or nitrile gloves. I also have a handheld oil sprayer. These are fairly affordable to purchase, and you'll also need a metal container along with it. As you can see, the container just screws into the bottom. Next, you'll also need a jug of linseed oil. This is the same stuff that is applied to wood and can be purchased from your local hardware store. Along with that is a can of WD-40. Considering it's cold out, the linseed oil can be very thick, making the application a little harder. So the WD-40 will help thin it out, along with dispersing any moisture if it's present on the surface. And considering the truck also has a boxed-in frame, I also have a flexible wand to spray in the inside of the frame. This is a tip from another type of oil sprayer which fans out at the end. An air supply is needed. For this, I'm using a 6-gallon pancake compressor. It'll need to be pumped up a few times, however it gets the job done, and the total application can be done in under an hour. The sprayer is regulated to about 60 psi. Add linseed oil to the sprayer's container, dump in however much is needed, and then add the WD-40 and shake the can gently so it's mixed. I went about 2 parts linseed oil with 1 part WD-40, so only 33% WD-40 content. Next is screwing the container onto the sprayer. After that, I laid out a tarp so I can climb underneath. The truck was parked on a gravel area, as this method will most likely stain the concrete, paving stones, or asphalt driveway. Trying to start with the center of the truck first, on the harder to reach areas. The spray will drip, so pick an area where you don't need to climb under after it's been sprayed. Wearing a mask, safety glasses, and gloves, spray the underside of the vehicle. Being that this is a 4x4 truck, there's no need to elevate the truck using a jack and stands or a ramp. Areas to avoid would be the disc brakes, the exhaust, and the engine, especially the belts. Make sure you get all the important areas such as the floor, frame, fuel tank if it's metal, axles, etc. I'd recommend doing this when the frame is dry and somewhat clean. Being that we are working with linseed oil, any rags or paper towel which has any oil residue on it, wash them with soap and water and let them air dry in a safe place. It can spontaneously combust on rags or paper towel, so be mindful of that. Give the underbody a coating where it doesn't drip. Too much will just run off. You can always give it another coat in a couple months or the next year. Linseed oil does create a slippery layer when it's dried, almost like a waxy coating. Linseed oil on its own was a commonly used method for aircraft structures many years ago to prevent rust, as it wasn't affected by temperature or air pressure and was lightweight. It has also been used on steel building structures too. If you're working on a warmer day, I'd recommend spraying the linseed oil on its own. Boiled linseed oil is also not considered a hazardous material either. Being that this is a boxed-in frame, rust can be a very serious problem. These frames tend to trap dirt inside, which will cause the frame to rot from the inside out, especially prominent on Toyota full-frame vehicles. If possible, try to flush out the frame with water, compressed air, and even a vacuum cleaner. Then apply the oil spray inside the frame, either using the spray nozzle or the other wand which I fitted. As for the wand, I used a larger hose and a gear clamp so it fits on the nozzle. Technically the wand works on a pressurized sprayer, so I did plug the vent holes in order to achieve the same effect while turning the pressure down to about 40 psi. This will allow me to get into all those tight areas. Once done, you can go for a drive to help move around any coating or remove some of the excess coating, or just let it drip for a couple days. The coating should be amber in color, however it can be hard to see here. This should be done every year before winter to provide sufficient protection. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more home DIY videos. Thank you for watching.